I come. Lord, I come. I come. Lord, I come to tell you I love you, to tell you I need you, to tell you there's no better place for me than in your arms, to tell you I'm sorry for running in circles, for placing my focus on the waves, not on your face. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. I'm so forgetful, but you always remind me. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace. So I come, Lord, I come. I come, Lord, I come to tell you I love you, to tell you I need you, to tell you there's no better place for me than in your arms, to tell you I'm sorry for running in circles, for placing my focus on the waves, not on your face. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace in the storm. In the storm. I'm so forgetful, but you always remind me. You're the only one who brings me peace. You're the only one who brings me peace.
Good morning, Firmly Rooted family. Pastor Tom, Firmly Rooted Ministries. It is Thursday morning. Great to have you on board. I was telling the men this morning that, as many of you know, I wake up, without an alarm, somewhere between 4 and 4:30. I slept in 4:45, stepped out of my doorway, and there is my grandson Tommy with a little kid flashlight shining in the hallway, saying, "Hi, Papa." He wasn't supposed to be up for another 2 hours. Oh, what a morning. What a morning. All right, let's say hi to a few people. Besides me, where'd I see him? There he is. Ken Gooch. Wait a minute. Yes. Hey, Ken. Chuck B. Connie Sandbrink, good morning. Vivian Davis, good morning. Diane Giroux, good morning. Bert Reggiani, good morning. Dr. Colleen, good morning. My sister Trish, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear my sister Trish. Happy birthday to you. Karen Thompson, good morning. Cindy, good morning. Jody Glenn, good morning. Thank you, Firmly Rooted. Thank you, Jody. We continue to pray for you. There's a number of other people on board. All right, let's get to the devotion for December 19th. And I might want to share one other thing with you. So let's see if I can get it in. All right. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the man who is close to me, declares the Lord Almighty. The Lord Almighty is the one speaking. Important. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the man who is close to me, declares the Lord Almighty. Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered, and I will turn my hand against the little ones. This is certainly not a deeply theological or philosophical messianic prophecy. I chose to use this prophecy not because of its depth, but because of its precision. This prophecy was fulfilled in the Garden of Gethsemane. It predicted that the shepherd, Jesus, would be under attack and that his sheep, the disciples, would be scattered. The amazing thing to me is that when we read the four Gospels, this is exactly what we find. The disciples flee the scene while Jesus is arrested by the temple guards. I find strength and comfort in believing in a God who cares about the details. He cares to make sure that every aspect of his promises and prophecies are fulfilled. There are times when I feel pretty small, times when I feel overwhelmed by the volume of issues and concerns in my life. At those times, I'm thankful to know that God doesn't lose me. His attention to the small things keeps him faithful to me. I guess what I'm trying to say is that there are really no small details to God. He sees them, us, as important details. How humbling. If this devotion finds you a bit overwhelmed by the circumstances of this life, if you feel that you are lost in the volume of stuff you're wrestling with, then know that God knows and understands what you're dealing with. He is working to fulfill his promises for your life and will not rest until the smallest detail is worked out. Peace. Pastor Tom. I want to share a thought from the men's devotion, and I would encourage you to go look at the men's devotion, everybody. Chapter 21, verses 1 through 7. And at 101 years old and at 91 years old, Abraham and Sarah have a son, and they name him Isaac. It's 25 years after God told him that he would have a son. It is way too many years into the fact that physically Sarah can't have a child. It's impossible. And she makes this statement, who would have thought? Who would have thought that I would be nursing a child? What she means is, it's impossible. I'm 91 years old. But now she laughs about it and knows others will laugh with her. But for 25 years prior, she was not laughing, and neither was Abraham. Sometimes God even probably seemed cruel. All the blessings, but no son. How can I have a generation after me? How can a promised one be born through me if I don't have a son? And I had a son through Hagar, but you say that son's not the one that can carry the promise, but another one's coming, but he's not coming. I guess I just want us all to realize that although God is always faithful, in order to make sure that he's the one that gets the credit, the impossible has to take place. But the fact is, if God said it, he will fulfill it. Just as simple as this prophecy for today. The shepherd's going to be taken and the sheep are going to scatter. Boom. 30 pieces of silver are going to be thrown into the temple floor. Boom. He's going to be crucified with 2 thieves. Boom. He's going to be put in a rich man's tomb when he dies. Boom. He's going to be born in Bethlehem. Boom. They all happen. All of them seemed impossible. No way in the world could someone manipulate and make all that take place except the God of the universe. So I don't know. Because I'm your pastor, I know that a lot of you are on the edge of sitting, watching, going, when, God? When? When are you going to take care of that thing? When are you going to solve that issue? When are you going to bring an answer? It's hard. It is so hard to wait. So what we do is simply just press in. It's why we firmly root ourselves in God's unconditional love and his truth, because sometimes those are the only 2 things we have. Because everything else that my senses feel, see, touch, smell, hear are denying it. It's screaming out, no, no, impossible, impossible, impossible. And we must just hold on to his unconditional love and his truth and say, I'm going to close my eyes and walk by faith, and I'm going to believe. I'm just going to believe that you can do the impossible. All right, I'll leave it at that. I've been a bit introspective this morning, so you probably can tell. Let's see. Dr. Colleen says, happy birthday, Trish. All right. I hope that this devotion was a blessing to you. We'll be back at 9 o'clock for prayer. Have a great day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.